Hello again, traders. Right, this is a bit of an off-the-cuff video. Literally, I thought of it moments ago, and it strikes me that it's a pretty good thing to do. The reason being, I get asked the same question thousands and thousands, well not thousands, but hundreds and hundreds of times. What indicators do I use? What platform do I use? What's this? What's that? And people obviously haven't read my pinned tweet or read any of my previous tweets or whatever, and it does get very, very trying. So it occurred to me, make a video, and as I'm about to take a sort of extended vacation until the winter, it's now June, mid-June, until the dark, cold UK winter nights, I thought this would be a good video to potentially leave in prime position, as it were, when you find my YouTube channel. So I don't want to be too negative, but I do want to outline some really, really important points. So primarily the dashboards, they earn a ton of money, and since finding Twitter again due to COVID lockdown back in, I think it was March 2020, something like that, and really using it to avoid the boredom, as it were, I have my trading has absolutely exploded. Prior to that, I got in a bit of a rut, which traders do have to do. It shouldn't be exciting trading, it's about making money. So I'd built a method, if you like, one trade a day before 6 a.m, 7 a.m. in the morning, the London and Frankfurt games, and then call it a day till possibly one trade in the evening to see what the how the price would move if they were overextended, and I could get a reversal, and that was it. And I'd done that for a decade after spending 5 or 6 years to learn to trade, or more than a decade actually. So what is this video about? Well, it's to try to hammer home the massive change that reading these dashboards has made to me. So this hasn't changed. This layout hasn't changed on this particular trading platform, MT4 again, as I say, for months now, months and months and months. I've got my weekly dashboard. He says I've got my main dashboard, should I say, on this one. Then I have my monthly candlesticks. I need to, no, that's updated, that's all right. It's a new DXY, new dollar index, so consequently we've only got a tiny candle on that. So I can see what my monthlies are doing. So at the end of the month, it's a good idea to get an indication of what's happening on the candles, inside bars, huge bars and all that sort of thing at support. This is a lovely example here, a doji. There's a tiny open and close somewhere there, and they just filled the wick. You know, indecision, sellers equal the point, and then buyers fight back and equal the point. They open the chart or open the candle, and then the following month the sellers actually took over again. That's a better example there, or there, to be honest with you. I do apologise. So as you can see, I'm doing this on the fly. So monthly dashboards, and then you can always go back to them if you're wondering, you know, if you've lost your mind or had a night out and you've got a bit of a hangover or whatever, you can come back to these halfway through the month. Oh yeah, we had a battleground last month, and it's bearish. There's no missing that point there. Weeklies are the same every weekend. Friday night I have a look, and during the day, Friday or even Thursday, as early as that, you can start to look at these and get an idea of what's going on, ready for the following week. Once again, inside bars are great, 3 candle reversals for potential bounces, and then continuations, much the same. You know, this is a high, low, lower, high, lower, low. That's some sort of, it's not technically a 3 candle reversal unless I put a low on there and see whether it closed below it. But these bounces on a weekly chart can be 25, 30, 50 pips. excuse me, for a scalper, that is a dream. So weekly bars, daily bars, every evening, you can get a feel for what's going on, and during the day, of course, as well. As I mentioned on a tweet recently, well, literally moments ago, these H4s now, studying the H4s is absolutely transforming my intraday trading, because they give you an indication of what's going to happen for the rest of the day. And same old story. So, just use the search term on Twitter, dashboards. Similar thing on my YouTube channel. Use the refined search on both Twitter and YouTube to find hundreds of posts about everything. Use the search term 3CR to find out about them. Use the search term RSI to find about the RSI histo. Bust is good for the bust, break and close strategy, or entry, should I say. What else? ADR, use that search term for the overextended average daily range, ADR, and that's good for intraday and end of day reversals, again combined with all these. And the point I was making on Twitter also about these dashboards is that once you've got your H4 sussed out, then you can drop in between the H4 candles. So just a quick reminder, in the UK, H4s are 6 a.m, 10 a.m, 2 p.m, and 6 p.m. I hope to be all done and dusted by 5 minutes past 6, and literally after the H4. In fact, that's wrong, because then you've got the gold and the metals that close an hour later at 11 7 and 11 and 3 and 7 again. So double whammies. Then, of course, what I'm really, and I've just created a new sort of checklist for myself now of trades. Then, of course, you've got the hourly and the 30-minute reversals. And these are brilliant in the London and Frankfurt intraday sessions. So, literally, 7 o'clock Frankfurt open, 7:30 new 30-minute bar. Quite often a really good bounce on the 30-minute candles. Same goes for 8 a.m. and 8:30. So whereas I used to shy away from those periods, literally just close my terminal and go off for a walk, now I can, if I fancy it, get an extra trade. And remember, overtrading is an absolute no-no. But if you're using different strategies for every trade, in other words, my strategies, my checklist now is Asian session, gold formation, the range formation. Then maybe I think I wrote on there after 5 o'clock, if I'm awake, which is normally my start time of the day. Then look at the hourly and the M30s, and then you've got the 6 o'clock H4, then you've got the half hour or the hourly 7 a.m. Frankfurt to look at, then the half hour 7:30, and they're all different trading strategies. So effectively, instead of having one trade a day, or one strategy for a trade a day, or two, as in my case for years and years and years, I've now got a dozen or so, and they are fixed trading strategies, and that's what this is all about. So this video, please guys, is to remind you to use search, to use the on both YouTube and on Twitter, my Twitter channel, to use the pinned tweet to find what you need. It even shows you how to use search and what search terms or string you need to put into Twitter to use it. And then just go and do your homework for 6 or 8 months or a year or 10 or whatever it takes. Another thing I should mention on here while I'm having a little bit of a preach, apologies guys, is I think that FTMO demo is a fantastic place to learn to trade, and not necessarily because of FTMO, and I'm not an affiliate or pumping them at this moment anyway, but because it forces you to trade within strict rules. So The FTMO they ask you for currently is about, you've got to make 10% of whatever you borrow off of them, if you like, whatever equity you buy off of them. So 100 grand account, you've got to make 10 grand, and that looks horrendous if you've got to do one trade. You're going to overextend yourself, you're going to blow your daily loss limit and stuff like that. But if you split your trading and split your profit target into into more than one trade, should I say, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades, all of a sudden it becomes absolutely 100% doable. It's safe trading, and their rules are there for a reason, to protect their capital. Cynics would say they're trying to steal your entry fee. Well, if you look at it the wrong way, then you will lose your entry fee. But if you look at it as 3 tiny trades to make their daily target, then it becomes a lot more doable. So that's it, guys. I'm going to be reducing my hours on Twitter during the nice weather of the summer. I intended to do this last year and got carried away. I'm going to do it this year. I forced myself to. And this is a sort of a going away pep talk video, and I hope you take it in the spirit it's meant, as a positive, not a negative. I want you to study these dashboards and learn from them, because there's just so much to learn. This is a messy one, as it happens. There's not a lot going on. Very, very sideways sort of looking market. I would be ideally looking for a big candle like that, so I could get that sort of reversal. That's what I look for. But then, as I mentioned just now, sorry, I'm changing the subject slightly again, dashboards, the intraday stuff now is fantastic. H1s at particular good times of day give you good reversals. M30s, we shall be getting quite a few big candles now. Look, that's an M30 forming. Tells you the bar ends in 20 minutes, which is correct. Sorry, 6:39. Yeah, that's right, 20 minutes, and it will be the new Frankfurt open bar. As you can see, this is a biggie, ripe for potential reversals, but nothing is a given. We have to use all the tools in our toolbox, all our usual entry methods. Lovely big one there forming as well. That'll be a 3CR. So 3CR suggests you should get a reversal before it potentially continues, and a big bar would suggest a reversal, and then you open the chart, check the where this candle is closing into, and if it's closing into a big in this instance a big supply area, then a 1 minute reversal trend trade using all the normal stuff, 3CRs, RSI Histo, Dragon, and so on and so forth, to get a perfect trade is a strategy in its own right. So H4s, intraday, H1s, M30s, obviously using all the other time frames, M15, M5 and M1 to enter the trade with strict rules, and you can't go wrong. These are priceless, and this is the recent candles dashboard, set up for 3 different set of indicators, so you can get all the different pairs you need. There's multiple ways you can use this recent candles dashboard, but that once again, you want to find out about it, search my Twitter feed or search my YouTube channel. Okay, thanks for watching. Green pips to all, and if you don't do anything else in your trading life, learn how to use these multi-time frame dashboards. They will transform your trading. You don't need anything else, in my opinion. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.